Welcome to the section on coroutines. This is going to be a relatively short section. I'm just going to describe to you what a coroutine is, and then we'll get into a couple challenges so you can get practice with them. But coroutines are really easy to use and really useful. So what is a coroutine? A coroutine allows you to use the keyword yield, which allows you to wait. Imagine a scenario where maybe you want to play a sound, start an animation, wait a second, and then change the scene. This is where coroutines really shine, is in sequences of events. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to declare a coroutine. We'll write a simple one, and that will get you set up for the challenges to come in the future videos. So if you Google what is a coroutine Unity scripting example, you're probably going to come across this website, which is the Unity documentation, the scripting API, right? And this is telling us what a coroutine is. So the description right here, a coroutine is a function that can suspend its execution, it can yield, until the given yield instruction finishes. Let's take a look at their example. So it's using IEnumerator, which in terms of like .NET and C#, that's like a collection, but in terms of Unity, what it means is that we can tell your program to wait a certain number of seconds. So this IEnumerator is called wait and print. It's going to wait for 5 seconds, and then it's going to print wait and print plus the current time. And then it's important for you to know, in order to actually activate this IEnumerator coroutine, you have to use the word start coroutine and then pass in either the name of your coroutine, or you can pass in a string and it will look for the name that way. So you don't actually call routines like void functions or return type functions. You have to use the keyword start coroutine. Okay, so let's actually take a look at an example. So in Unity here, I'm going to open up my main script and I'm going to empty out what we had before. Let's actually follow similar to the example that we just read in that scripting API. Let's say that we want to create a coroutine that's going to print out a cool message after like 3 seconds, right? Let's go ahead and create our private IEnumerator, not IEnumerable. That's a different kind of collection. And then let's give it a name. So I'm just going to say like wait and print. And then at least for me, I like to end the name of my coroutines with the word routine so that it's clear later on what this is. Initialize it with parentheses, just like we do regular methods, and then open up curly brackets. So in here, this is now underlined in red because an IEnumerator, a coroutine, requires at least one yield statement. So what we can do is we can start to type in yield return. If you want to just end the coroutine, you can just say yield return null. And this will at least satisfy the condition of the method. But what we want to do is we want to wait like 5 seconds or 3 seconds and then print out a cool message, right? So we can say a new wait 4 seconds and then pass in, you can see your tooltip weirdly floating over here. How many seconds do you want to wait for? Let's say 3.0f. So what this is going to do is it's going to wait for 3 seconds and then whatever code is below here, it will do. So we want to send a message, right? Cool message. So now let's actually call that. So if I were just to say wait and print cool message routine, if I were to run this, nothing would happen. And that's because this is a coroutine. We can't just call the coroutine the way we do normal methods just like this. We actually have to say start coroutine, and then in those parentheses, pass in the name of the coroutine. So for us, that's wait and print cool message routine. And this, if we hit save and run this, this will actually run this code that's in our coroutine. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, on my main camera, the main script is attached. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And then 3, 2, 1, hopefully, there we go. Cool message has printed out. Perfect. There is another way to call a coroutine. You can call it just like how we did here, or we can also pass in the name of it in a string. So wait and print cool message routine, just like that. I believe one of the benefits of calling it through the string, it's a little bit slower to find it, but I think you can actually stop the coroutine if that's something that applies to, and if it's not, don't call it that way. The other thing that you can do within a coroutine like this, like I said, is you can chain together sequences of events. So if you wanted to, you could do another yield return new wait 4 seconds. Oh, and here in our tooltip, you can see all the different wait for end of frame, wait for fixed update, wait for end of frame unit, wait for flow. There's all these different ways of yielding events. But what you can do is you can chain together these statements and create a sequence. So you can wait 3 seconds, print out a message, wait another second, maybe start an animation. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in terms of chaining together sequences of events within a coroutine. So this is an overview of how coroutines work. You are now set up for the next couple videos where we're going to get into some challenges. Okay, see you in the next one.